What's going on, everybody? What's good? Happy Thursday to everybody. Hope everybody is enjoying their morning so far. You guys are staying blessed, staying safe, and taking care of yourself out there. Welcome back to another episode of Real Talking Topics. And as usual, we doing the same old, y'all. Working, grinding, hustling, getting stuff together, dealing with life, because it is long life. Ain't nobody exempt from that. That's something we keep learning. Yesterday we was chilling, got a little rest, had some car trouble, all that good stuff. But that's gonna be a part of our crazy, uh, beautiful journey, if you will. Things happen that's unexpected, all that good stuff, but we still roll with it and get some encouragement and support along the way. And even if we don't, we give it to ourselves, just to stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many reasons for us to fall apart, all that good stuff. But no, we won't be doing that. We will not be doing that. We don't know how to quit, give up, all that good stuff. If you put it on a blueprint and showed it to us, we have no idea how to do that. We've been working and surviving and hustling and doing all this stuff for so long. We have no clue how to do that. We have no clue. All right, even if you did show us, we'd be completely lost in the dang on way. all that good stuff. But yeah, that just leads us into our topic for today. 2 days away from our 40th birthday, everybody. We've been mentioning this past couple months, mentioning it this month. Our birthday is in 2 days. And we didn't have anything big planned, anything major, I'm saying, over the top. We weren't gonna do that anyway. We ain't that type. We just wanted to do something, be grateful, be thankful, all that stuff, and just reflect and look back. And that's what a little bit of what today's show is gonna be about. The beautiful and crazy life lessons that have made us stronger. One of the major things, just to open up, the reason why we want to honor, I guess we should say, our 40th birthday is because we've been through a lot. We've been through a lot before we were even old enough to even comprehend or grasp what was going on. You know what we're saying? We were supposed to have all the answers, have everything figured out and just have everything together and just not have no problems, no nothing. That's how a lot of people looked at us, being the eldest child, firstborn. We're supposed to have all the answers. We're supposed to be there for everybody and take care of them and look out for them. And, we keep being treated like garbage. You know what we're saying? For all of y'all out there, you the eldest child, you know exactly what we're talking about. You got to deal with the blunt of everything from your parents, from life, decisions, feeling safe, learning who the hell you are, all that stuff. And a lot is put on your shoulders. So, yeah, we was the firstborn. Everybody looked to us to have everything right, know everything. And no, we did not. We had to learn a lot when we was a little girl and we was put in the foster care system. We didn't know what the heck was going on. We didn't know these people who was in houses and group homes and stuff with strangers and all that. We didn't know what was going on. We just learned, one of the first things that we learned was this world is cold and unfair. We was going through, child abuse. Yeah, we was going through that, but that was still our moms. You know what we're saying? At least we know her. We don't know these people you guys around. They might abuse us or treat us worse than she did. Shoot, we just wanted to be home. That was familiar to us. That's where we knew everybody. We was around our family, all that stuff. So at a young age, we realized, this world is unfair. It's cold. They just gonna judge you from the outside looking in. You understand what we're saying? They don't know what you're going through, your struggle at home, or anything you got going on. There's something we learned, and this is the first time we're saying this out loud at a young age. So learning that, and all that being said, um, we had to adapt fast. We had to blend in and comprehend as best as we could and accept the situation for what it was and just, keep it moving. We cried a little bit. We went through all the emotions or whatever, but overall, like, we really didn't have time to be emotional. We didn't have time to sit and really feel sorry for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ask for the situation, of course. No, we didn't. But we had to suck it up. You know what I'm saying? Make the best of it and, keep it moving. That's one of the things that we learned when we was a little girl. And, people that's supposed to protect you and keep you safe don't. You know what we saying? That's something we learned as well. It didn't just happen, when we got in relationships, although they were supposed to do that, but they didn't. They didn't know how. This started way before we started dating, way before relationships. We was learning things, about life. So that's why we always mention people that think they're gonna destroy us and stop us, and you think you know us. You don't. You don't. You could take that however you want to take it. You don't know us like you think you do. We already been dealing with trauma and pain and heartache and all that stuff and loss because we was away from our family, away from my mom. You know, we're saying I can't even imagine what she was going through if she went through anything at all, which I'm pretty sure was hard on her. You know what I'm saying, as well, being a parent. Everybody judging you, they don't know what's going on and all that stuff. We did. And then we got people all in our business and just, oh, good Lord. We had to learn a lot young. And that's what we're going to be pretty much talking about this morning. Going through the foster care system, going through child abuse, going through our own trauma, our own, heartbreak and pain. Before we started dating, we're going to keep saying that. So that's why these men, little boys, we should say, that we done came across, you don't know us. And we can actually laugh and say that now because you don't. You think you know if she got attitude, she crazy, she XYZ, she ABC. Nah, but you just came in on that part of our life and you think you got it figured out. You just came in on that part. Whatever happened before you never tried to find out. You never asked. You just figured you knew everything, had it all figured out, and you don't. We can tell you right now you don't. And you just ran with it. So you think you know, but you ain't got no idea. We've already been there. We've already been let down and disappointed and, unprotected, misjudged, all that. Verbally abused, physically abused, mentally abused, been through all that already. So for the people that think we a weak little pussy and we just gonna take stuff and take it, nah, you gotta ask God ugly. Absolutely not. We're not one of them. We got a good heart. Don't get us wrong. You know what I'm saying? We'll help you out. We kind, nice to people that treat us the same way. But people take that as a weakness. That's something that we've learned. You know what we're saying? They think that you a pushover. So now you got to let them know, no. We're a kind-hearted person. We'll help you out. Don't get us wrong. But we ain't the one with that pushover crap. You are not. And this is why, well, one of the reasons why we've had problems with people in the past. Business, relationships, family, all that. We're gonna forever be the problem because we won't allow people to do what they want to do to us. We either cut them off, that first thing we just said, or we just let them know, nah, you got the wrong one, bro. I don't know what you thought this was gonna be. You thought you just gonna do whatever you want, or family is gonna keep talking about us and discarding us. We're finna go through this back and forth. Oh, I got attitude. I'm good now. I got attitude. I'm going through stuff. Who isn't? Everybody going through something. You ain't the only one. But unlike you, them people ain't sitting around feeling sorry for themselves and expecting a handout like us. We actually getting out here and doing the best we can to make things different. You know what we're saying? Even approaching 40 years old, y'all, we are not where we want to be at. And we've taken our share of responsibility for that. And it's on other people too, but mainly, let's be real, it's on us. It's on us. So we realized we got to do better. Said this a couple months ago when we came from our little hiatus. You know what we're saying? We the ones got to do better. We're the ones that's responsible. We the ones that's in control. That's it. That's all. Ain't no simple way to put it. So yeah, even going into our 40s in a couple of days. You know what we're saying? It's gonna be some changes in our life. You know what we're saying? And do things different. Step it up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna go through things. Just had something happen 2 days ago, but we have to keep going. It's not the end. As long as we wake up every day and we grateful and we thankful, give praise to Allah, we good. Let's go. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. Don't people don't know. They don't know. They think they know. They think they have you figured out, but no, you don't. And that's one thing. Well, one of the things we can walk away from a lot of people in our past because you don't know. Even our family, you don't know. So just like we told y'all, let them think what they want to think, say what they want to say, and do what they're gonna do. They can't stop what's already planned or ordained or destined for your life. You can. You're the only person that can stop it. They can't. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking about today, y'all. We're gonna be approaching that in 2 days, and we have learned a lot. We have been through a lot. We've lost a lot, got it back. Been up, down, inside out, everywhere, and we actually do look back. We've been everywhere. We actually do look back and be like, damn, I done been through a lot. You done survived, and you've been exposed to a hell of a lot, and you overcame everything. Like we said, we don't know how to give up. You know what we're saying? It's been a beautiful, wonderful, painful, hurtful, crazy journey we done been on. And a few lessons we done learned along the way is that, our life does matter. You know what we saying? We done ran across people that did their best to make us feel like we were unworthy, or we weren't good enough, or we weren't strong enough, or pretty enough, or our body didn't look, good enough, or we didn't do nothing for them, or we turned our back on them. We don't want our kids. We know all that's bullcrap. We know that. We know what we have and haven't done, so we had to release that and let it go. But our life does matter too. We weren't just put here just to be a mom, just to work a regular 9 to 5, just to keep being the slave, keep doing the same stuff. Because anybody that knows us, they know we get bored fast. Relationship, repetitive, the things that we do, it gets boring. So we constantly looking for stuff to challenge ourselves and to step up and to do better, do something different. So that's why we have so much stuff going on, because we will get bored. Even with social media, we get bored. Like, okay, I've been scrolling long enough. Get off of here. And we don't have no certain time that we do that. We just be on there scrolling until we get tired. Take a break. You know what I'm saying? Declare your brain for a minute. But yeah, that's one of the things that we learned. And another thing we learned, it's been quite a few things that we learned. We're just going to share the major ones. Um, Another thing that we learned is that we are here for a reason. We actually do have a purpose for our life and something that we need to be doing. And obviously, we haven't gotten there yet, but we will. Whatever that is, whatever our path is going to take us to, whatever. We know we're going to be good, but we realize, yeah, we are here for a reason. We have a purpose for being here. And the people that we were around did not have one. No shot, but they didn't have one. And tried to stop us and do everything they could to block it, because we did. And now they sitting somewhere mad because, number one, they left us for dead and we didn't die. And number two, they couldn't stop what Allah already had planned, even though we didn't know it at the time. He did. That's good enough for us. Another lesson that we've learned, just said it. We have power. We got control over our life. Wherever we are, wherever we dealing with, whatever we going through, yeah, people putting us through it, but when it comes down to it, it's on us. And when we realized that, we was like, so I can have whatever the hell I want. I can change my life and change the direction and the flow and everything. That's okay. It was like it's on a surge of power, like, through us, because we like, so we in control. We got the okay. This what we finna do then. That's just a few things that we don't learn. We are unique. We different. Weird. Who cares? Um, Outspoken, opinionated, a white, don't care. All the emotion gone. We still have a kind heart though. We're still helping anybody out that wants to be taught. Let's make that clear, because we're not permitted to help anybody. You don't want no books. Take the half you want to take it. But I said we ain't getting no more payments. I'm not getting in trouble for nobody no more, and not even just with Islam, just with life. Period. Now we absolutely done, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Witty, smart, beautiful, strong, courageous. We can keep going on, and yes, we saying good attributes about ourselves because we can't. We deserve it. We done been through a hell of a lot. Yeah, we done way beyond earned it. And we know people out there rooting for us. They want us to fail. They don't feel like we deserve it. Who the hell cares what you think? Who cares? You are in the past. That's what people don't realize. When you become a part of our past, you are so irrelevant. It makes no sense. So nobody cares what you think once you get in somebody's past. Well, at least you shouldn't care. It means nothing. Get on with your life. Do whatever you're doing. You don't like us, you ain't got to speak to us again. That's the best part. We tell anybody about dealing with us. You ain't got to. That's the best part. You can walk away from us or tell us to kick rocks at any given time. We ain't finna argue. We ain't finna ask why. We don't need no closure. This is the closure. We don't need to do none of that. We don't care who you are. If our husband said it right now, we have to figure something out. But say it right now. We're not finna argue. We're not finna get mad. We don't even want to know what you got planned. Just wait till we go on and then do what you got to do. We already know it's probably because of somebody else. You ain't got tired of us, or we didn't do something you wanted, or something you like, blah blah blah. It's gonna be some bullcrap. We know this already. So we ain't gonna argue. Go out here, get our stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Get our life right. That's it. You know what we're saying? We're not finna beg. We not one of them. We keep telling people that they think they had such a huge impact, people in our life. But we would don't get comfortable. We would cut anybody off. Don't get comfortable. Just saying. So those are a few of the positive, life lessons that we learned. We got so many more. So many more, but we'll get into that in a minute. The crazy lessons we done learned. Good Lord. We done had some challenges. That would be still an understatement. Hardships, and we done been exposed to some things we never should have seen. Seriously. Like we already said, born into, family we was born into, went through child abuse, foster care, all that stuff, not understanding, nobody's really explaining what's going on, struggling, living in the hood, however you want to put it, poverty, all that stuff. Because we ain't had a silver spoon. We weren't handing no money. We weren't born into it. We were struggling. We had our good times, don't get us wrong, but we did not live like we wanted to live or how we felt, what I'm saying, we should live. So we was definitely dealing with hardships on the outside and definitely, within us. The biggest one for us would be like standing up for ourselves and like using our voice more. We should have did that. But that's something we've learned how to do now. Speak up for ourselves. We don't care if anybody agree. Look, if it's something we don't like or something we don't want to joke about, just respect that. Why is that so hard? We done heard so many times, like, I mean, it was just a joke. I was just playing. Uh, we didn't say you weren't playing. But if we tell you something that's sensitive to us and we don't, it creeps the hell out of us and we don't want to joke about it, why is that so hard for people to respect and understand? We know where you was coming from, but that's the thing with communication. Just because you meant it as a joke, don't mean we don't take it as a joke. That's what people got to understand about us. We not, wanting to be no stickler, be a pain in the behind, but man, if it's something that we sensitive about, just let it go. And we done been called sensitive so many times because we just spoke up for ourselves, just because we said something we didn't like or we disagreed, and guess in everybody else's opinion, we just supposed to go with the flow and agree. Not one of them, once again, and we don't have to do that. If you feel we carrying ourselves a certain way, you want to say, okay, then don't deal with us because this it. That's what we tell anybody at this point. This is it. What you see is what you get. Yes, we're gonna be changing. Yes, we're gonna be learning. Yeah, we're gonna be growing, but this is it. We're not finna keep apologizing, explaining ourselves, defending ourselves. That gets so damn boring. We are not finna keep doing that. You can't accept this. I'm saying, keep moving. Because we definitely got to deal with you. And that's the best part about when we are dealing with people. We ain't got to. That's the best part. Somebody send you a red flag and you just don't like them no more. You don't want to be. You ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta deal with nothing in your life that you don't want to. So yeah, this is stuff that we learn throughout our life. challenges, hardships, and just going through the ups and downs, being exposed to drugs, little boys, no good, that couldn't take care of us, provide for us. You know what I'm saying? We trying to go to school, student aid, 4 kids working, then we start modeling and doing music. So we add all that to our schedule. Man, it was crazy. It was beautiful though. We got to travel, go to different, states and cities and everything. It's been great. And we're gonna get back to that next year. Ain't no point in really doing that now because this year almost over with. But we working on other stuff in the meantime though. Please believe. Just because you ain't seen us modeling or, doing no music or whatever, that don't mean we ain't working on nothing. That's what people don't realize too. And that's the other funny part. You know what I'm saying? Just because, or she ain't put out no music. She ain't did no shows, so she ain't doing that. Okay, go ahead and assume that then. Go ahead. Go ahead and assume it. Because everything we do when we come back is going to be all in one big blow. You're not going to see it coming. Oh, but she done released a whole nother album. She done did 3, 4 photo shoots and she about to, yeah, yeah. We've been in seclusion, you idiot. We've been training, changing, evolving, growing, and getting ourselves together. And now we know where we fit in and on the food chain and what we are and what we are not permitted to do. Let's go. Now, our plan was to do that this year. I think we mentioned what we did mention. We was going to be going to Florida for our birthday. That did not work out, unfortunately. For various reasons. We're not gonna point the finger, but we're just gonna leave it at it didn't work out. But Florida will still be there next year, correct? Just saying. So instead of us getting upset and being like, I ain't never gonna get to go to Florida, I ain't never gonna get to do nothing. No, 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 no. This ain't the time to get upset. You got every reason to be, but look at the bright side. This is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches. Look at the bright side. Now you got more time. Get your money right. Get you a steady vehicle. You can work on your credit, get your bills caught up, do everything you need to do. And we shooting for January. So we still going, y'all. But now we have to push back to January. So by the time you go down the floor and you're gonna be good. You know what we're saying? Just keep checking on everything you can. We sharing a vehicle with our husband. Do what you gotta do in the meantime. These are things that we've learned. No matter what happens or no matter what comes your way, keep going. That's one thing we know how to do is keep going. We had done moved around and been from here to there and there to here and all that stuff. We had to learn that. We had to. Otherwise, we was gonna sink out of here. Um, had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? And we grew. A lot of situations that we went into, we had no knowledge. We didn't know what was gonna go down. We weren't aware. We were exposed. And what people said about us, the way that they treated us, you know what I'm saying? It spoke volumes. The accusations, the assumptions, the judgments, not even really getting to know us, but people thinking they got us figured out. You know what we're saying? The things we were accused of, we just standing there baffled, like that's not who I am at all. You don't even know me. You just in your little feelings and you got an attitude because you can't get your way. You like a dang on 3-year-old. You like a toddler sitting there throwing a temper tantrum. So you used to this kind of treatment. You used to getting, not from us. You get what you deserve from us. You get the same treatment that you gave us. Because see, people think they can treat us in a kind of way, but we still gotta bow down to them for whatever reason. Wrong one. You better go find somebody else. No, we gonna treat you just like you treat us. The same energy we get, same energy you get. But people are so pussyfied out here, they can't take what they dish out. True definition of a narcissist. So dealing with that, being around family, so-called business, you know what I'm saying? We had to grow. We had to realize this is not comfortable. This is not where we're supposed to be. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. These people don't care about us. And we sitting here actually believing at one point that we were worthless, we weren't good enough, we weren't pretty enough, smart enough, skinny enough, booty not big. We just was being so mean to ourselves for so long, being around the wrong people, not having no common sense, not knowing better. We were dumb as hell. Call it what you want, but we were. And we're not even talking down about ourselves. We're not. But we were. And we fell for everything because we wanted love. We wanted the family. We never wanted to be a baby mama. We never wanted to be an ex-wife. We never wanted to have 4 kids with 4 different people. No, we never did. That's what wound up happening. At least we can say we was in relationships with them. We didn't just go around, hoeing around and just giving ourselves away, which in a way, hell, we still did. To people that didn't even earn us, respect us, or even get to know us, we just gave ourselves to them because we saw potential, because we thought they would be worth something. And look how they treated us like freaking garbage. And then blamed us. Y'all know what we talking about for anybody that's been there. And we like, how you gonna be the villain? Okay, and okay. We the only ones that was in the corner. And we ain't never claimed, we never said we was perfect, but you gonna sit there and actually act like we was never in your corner. This anybody. Like we was never there for you. And we ain't never do nothing. Get the hell on in. We can promise you that will never happen again. We have learned, y'all. We have learned our lesson. Never again. And we don't care how people take stuff that we say, unless you want some books, unless you want to wake up and reclaim your own, you want to be taught, don't reach out to us. You're going to call our phone with the same BS drama and you ain't doing nothing about it, don't call us. You want to text our phone and talk to us like we some nigga? No, we a sister captain. We represent the Nation of Islam. Don't call our phone. You know what we're saying? You want to keep calling about people that don't even check on us, see if we alive, see if we need anything. You ain't even checking on us to see if we alive or if we need anything. You just want to call our phone and gossip and sit here and chit chat about people that don't even care. Don't call our phone. Don't. That's where we at now. We done been through too much, and no, it's the same thing over and over. And that's one of the things that we learned with our growth. Get away from that drama. Get away from that repetitive. It ain't going nowhere BS. Just distance yourself. Practically disappear is what you need to do. Practically disappear. Get ghosts and work on yourself. Don't call nobody. Change your phone number if you have to. We don't even care. Don't call nobody. Don't do nothing. Everybody got to get to that point. We don't care what your age is. The earlier we telling anybody, the earlier you can get there, the better off you're going to be. The earlier you get some books and wake up and reclaim your own and get on the righteous side, better off you're going to be. And that's being blunt and straightforward, because the other paths that people taking and we watching this, you're not going to get nowhere. And everybody take that personal because they want to do what they want to do. Nobody's stopping you. Go do it. We're just telling you where it's going to lead. But people don't want to hear that. So, no, you can't control nobody else or what they do or how they respond, but you can control whether you deal with them or not. That's the best part about people dealing with us or us, dealing with them. And neither one of us got to deal with each other. We don't care if you got kids or whatever. And none of us got to deal with each other. Out of here with that. So, yeah, we have learned a lot. And overcome challenges and hardships, and we got help along the way. Don't get us wrong. We're not going to take that away from anybody, but majority, we had to figure it out, improvise, make it up as we went along. We didn't have all the answers. We had to figure it out. And that's why we're able to operate and move the way we do now. That's why I say people, they don't know us. Past, present, especially future. And you never will, because you never took the time. That was never your intention. That's not what you came around me for. You wanted something. All y'all, you wanted something. And we gave it to you without you working for it, without you earning it. We just gave it to you. And we don't have many regrets, but that's one of them. We never should have gave ourselves, our body, our energy, anything to people that didn't deserve it. Because like we said, and we're going to keep saying that, they didn't earn it. They did nothing to earn it. And we just gave it to them. Just like we said. We gave it to them. And now we sitting here like, I actually was attracted to you. I thought you was my family. Horrible decisions. Stupid decisions. And before anybody getting their feelings, they felt the same way. That's what they said to us. So we ain't even trying to hear it. Now it's our turn. But we're going to be more brutal with it. Because you hurt us. You know what you did. The stuff that we went through. And we would sit here and say, it's one challenge we thought that would break us but made us stronger. But we've had numerous ones. We've had more than one. Overall, relationships, niggas that thought they was gonna break us by us leaving and teach us a lesson. Well, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go talk about you. You didn't show me nothing but why we left. And we can send a PSA out to all of our exes right now. If you think for 2 seconds we have any regrets, we don't care if you blow up with whatever you're doing. We don't care if you hit the lottery, my boy. We don't care if you get married, have you a house full of kids. We don't care what's going on. If you think for 2 seconds that's going to make us regret leaving you, you really didn't know us. We left and stopped dealing with you, family, whatever, for numerous reasons, for different reasons. So if you think you growing up or coming up is going, well, she going to regret leaving me now. Look at everything I got. Yeah, but you still got demons you ain't dealt with. You still got issues and problems you ain't dealt with. You still the same old weak little boy. You still the same old weak little girl. So all them demons and everything that you got going on in your life, everything you got, it's gonna come crashing down because you ain't dealt with nothing. So no, we will have no regret. No, we will not change what happened. We can't anyway. Yes, if we can go back in time and be where we are now, we do it all over again. So whatever people think they're gonna do, or force us to have regrets or feel bad, we don't care. Once we are done with you, number one, we become phenomenal, and number two, we don't care. We become a straight A-white when it comes to you. Dealing with family, calling DC up, talking about us, all that stuff, even our own kids. The ones we brought into this world and messed up our body for. Just disrespectful, ungrateful. So dealing with all that was like, don't do that no more. Don't help nobody no more. Help yourself. That same energy you put into them, put into yourself. And yeah, we're facing some hardship and stuff right now, but we need to keep that same energy. We locked in and we're gonna stay that way. We can promise you that. Yeah. We learned a lot. Everybody thinking they gonna turn their back on us, discard us, throw us to the wolves, leave us for dead. I don't want to talk to her no more. I'm ignoring her. I'm acting like she don't exist. Just lied on us, just did unspeakable things to us and just expose us to things that we never asked for and we never should have dealt with. That was your problem. We never should have been exposed to that. Anybody that loved us or cared about us never would have did that. They would at least gave us a heads up. I mean, damn, they would at least said something. But no, we learned a lot dealing with these people, but just everything that we've been through, our whole life has been a challenge, has been faced with hardship, loss. It's been crazy. It's been beautiful. It's been up and down. It's been bittersweet. But everything was supposed to destroy us and kill us and keep us down, and it didn't. So the major thing we can say to that is, out of everything we've gone through, it's made us stronger. We don't know how to be weak anymore. We don't know. Even then, we faced that challenge. Saying a few years ago, we faced that challenge, overcame that, had another one, overcame that, just kept overcoming stuff, just kept rising up and being better while everybody else still stuck in the same spot. You think they're gonna like you? You better get that fancy out your head. Just saying. So we had to realize this is our life. We the ones that got to make something of it and do something different. We do. Wherever you comfortable at, wherever you cool at, do your thing. But stop chastising us and belittling us because we decided to do something different because we wanted more, from our life. And everybody got all these so-called opinions. It means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But whew, yeah, our whole life being a challenge. We didn't think we was gonna make it out or even be better, but we did. And now through Islam and Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachings, we found the best version of ourselves possible. And it's gonna get even better. As long as we stay the course, it's gonna get even better. So everything we've been through, and that's one of the reasons why, and we said this on all our shows, we quit and give up now. Everything we've been through, everything we suffered and endured is gonna be for nothing. So that's one of the many reasons why we don't give up. Just saying. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna stop running our mouth for a minute, take a little break, and play some music, and we will be back on Real Talk and Topics. right, y'all, and just like that, we are back on Real Talking Topics. And for those that are just joining us, thank you to everybody for hanging out with us this morning. We greatly appreciate it. We're talking about the beautiful and crazy life lessons that we have learned and that have made us, or should we say, created who we are today. So now we're going to talk about one of our favorite parts, turning all that drama, turning all them lessons, all that heartbreak, disappointment, letdown, et cetera, so on and so forth, into strength. This is our favorite part because this is the process we went through. We went through the whole, heartbreak, being let down, abused, blah, 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 so on and so forth. We did the crying, falling down on the floor and processing and dealing. And then we got to that point where we was like, oh, so this is what they thought of me. This is why they treated the way that they did. This is why okay. So it really had nothing to do with us. It was them because they was dishonest. Okay, so they thought we was weak and we was stupid and we ain't had no strength. Okay, they was talking about me behind my back. Okay, they thought we was gonna fail and fall on our face and come back, with our tail between our legs. Okay, so this what realization. Then everything that we went through, had that realization, went through our little disappearing, our little break for a minute, didn't do nothing, came back, we was like, oh, okay, so this what y'all playing? This what y'all thought y'all was gonna do? Oh yeah, we still here. We still standing better than ever. Now, all that, it can be beautiful and crazy. We already described that with our life. Already did that. But it also builds, resilience. Because you learn how to deal with whatever card you dealt. You learn how to just say it is what it is. You learn and you realize, and we're gonna keep saying this on our shows, that you got control and you got power. You realize you're the one that's in control. You realize, yeah, you messed up. We was all stupid, but you learned. At least at some point, you woke up. A lot of people don't. We don't care who they dealing with. They just feel like they ain't gonna get no better. It's gonna be it for them, and they just accept it. They don't even try. They just pretty much give up on their own damn life. But you didn't, and neither did we. We've been through hell, but like we said, it made us stronger. It created a version of us, honestly, we didn't even know existed. Everything we've been through pushed us to a level we never thought we'd be at. We thought we was gonna forever be a lover girl and be there for everybody and always have that door open and continue to be kind hearted. We ain't never claimed to be perfect, but we thought we was gonna be that person forever. A lot of things we've been through in our life we didn't plan on. We didn't know or had any clue what we was walking into. But like we said, we definitely know now. And yeah, we woke up real fast. Cut that off real fast. We was not playing around. We realized that, and it just no, this ain't it. This can't be it. Not for me. We know what people saying. We know they talking. We know how they feel about us, a so-called feel or whatever. But it really matters what we think and feel about ourselves. So everything we've been through, we was like, no, we got to make something out of this. We got to produce something. We got to create. We have to keep going. Not that we got anything to prove, but we're not finna prove people right either. And we hope that makes sense. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, but you still stuck in the same spot. You're still doing the same stuff over and over again. Yeah, people gonna say something. Yeah, they ain't even they still stuck in the same spot. They ain't even came out of this situation. Blah blah. They're gonna be waiting, laughing. So when you think about giving up, think about them people that's waiting for you to fail because they ain't doing nothing with their life. They're not doing nothing. They can perpetrate a lie all they want, but they're not doing nothing. Nothing. So why you sitting around worried? You can get yourself together. You take all that energy, we telling y'all, you're gonna produce and create so much, you're gonna be like, I should have did this a long time ago. And that's what we're saying to ourselves. We could have did this a long time ago, but you know what? It's all good. Like we said, we not upset. We're not even tripping. Better late than never. That's one of the reasons why we so excited for our birthday. Like we said, we ain't got nothing major planned. We just gonna enjoy the day, chill out, hang out with our husband, and just be thankful, be grateful, do a little reflecting. You know what I'm saying? We're not holding on to the past. Hell no. But do some reflecting, hey, you done been through a lot. And this birthday, it actually means a lot to us. And we actually kind of want to be in seclusion, just keep it low key and quiet. We're gonna have our little crown on and our sash. You know what I'm saying? We already got a birthday dress, so hubby already know y'all. But other than that, we don't really want to go to no club. We through with that. Nah, we're not doing all that. We just gonna enjoy the day, do what we want to do. Cause everybody, that's all you did for your 40. You just went to the mall. Yeah. Why? Because that's what I wanted to do. What you mean? What better place is there to be? We love ask our husband, y'all. We love to shop. We but and we already know we going on our birthday anyway. The same spot. So what? You do what you want to do for your birthday, man. You want to have a party, have a party. You don't. You don't want to do nothing for your birthday. You ain't gotta do nothing. You know what I'm saying? We just do it because it could be our last. We don't know. You know what we're saying? And a lot of people pretty sure they feel the same way, but you know what we're saying? But it could be our last. You know what we're saying? You never know. People don't make it to 40, or they make it, or then they don't make it to the next birthday. So that's why we do it. It's not to go against nobody or in any way, shape, or form, but it could be our last. So enjoy it. Even if we don't do anything big, do something. You know what I'm saying? At least get out the house, go for a walk, sit by the beach or something. You ain't gotta do nothing big, but we know we ain't. So yeah, we just overall with everything we've been through, everything we've gone through, all the losses, all the pain, just everything, we just learned you gotta get stronger, baby. You gotta keep your backbone, you gotta use your voice, you got to be authentically and unapologetically your damn self. Whoever don't like it, we gonna say it again, get the hell on. We are through with that, apologizing, explaining ourselves, defending. We not explaining nothing no more. At this point, whatever you feel about us, feel it. Whatever you think it, cool. You think we the worst person in the world? Cool. You think we a bad mom? Cool. We a bad wife? Cool. We a bad person? Cool. We let you down? Whatever. Cool. If you think we're a good person, thank you. We appreciate you. You think we done change and you seen our growth? Thank you. We appreciate you. Either way, our confidence, everything done shot up. And yeah, a huge part of it has come from cutting people off and realizing who the hell we are. Who the hell we are. After everything we done been through, we realize who the hell we are now. Strengths, weaknesses, pros, cons, however you want to put it, because there's many layers to us, just like there are with, I'm saying everybody. Everybody got different layers to them. We've had to accept and process and deal and just, it is what it is. Let go. Us, no, we do not forgive. And let's make this clear so anybody don't get confused. We're not holding no grudge. We're not sitting around mad, bitter. That ain't even our MO. That ain't how we get down. We're not one of them. Once we let you go back to the streets. Do you. We don't care if your family, kids, whatever. Go back to the streets and do you. We can promise you. We're not gonna harass you on social media. We're not gonna blow up your phone. We're gonna disappear now like we never even knew you, babe. You ain't got to ever, especially 9 times out of 10, because that's how we ended with a lot of people from our past. If we end on bad terms, you ain't definitely, you definitely got to ever worry about hearing from us again. We ain't gonna talk about you, say nothing bad. We can't control if you do, but on our end, we're not finna say nothing bad. We done learned our lesson. We are not the person you thought we was, and you didn't even know who we were then. We done changed, baby. Everything done went through the roof, and we are not playing anymore. We already said we don't care what we got to go through to get there, who we got to cut off, or you know what I'm saying, whatever. We don't care. Get rid of you, remove you from our life, and just distance ourselves, at least till we get ourselves together, whatever. We don't care anymore. We have to realize it's people we can't control, and a lot of things on this earth we can't control. We can control ourselves though. Said this already. We got all the power and all the ability in the world. Let's go. So we are not doing that. We done built up. We done did too much work. Changing, just no. No, we're not doing that. So think what you want to think, feel what you want to feel. Our mindset done change. Our daily routine done change. Definitely our boundaries. We're not even playing. That's why we say everything we said earlier. Don't call our phone with that nonsense. You don't want to wake up, reclaim your own. We don't want to hear from you. Nothing personal. But that's with anybody, not just family, because they like to be the main ones to point that out. But strangers we done did to, family, kids, get on. We are not discussing or rehashing nothing from the past. It's done. Let's worry about now. What we gonna do now? What you gonna do now? Out of here with that. Gratitude. We are practicing being more grateful, and it is working. It is helping very much because we are not happy yet. We have our moments, we'll put it that way. But overall, yes, we are grateful. And we just being honest. That's another thing we had to do along our healing journey, along with everything else we got going on. You're gonna have to be emotionally and mentally and physically honest with yourself. You're supposed to do that anyway. Yeah, we're supposed to do that anyway. So that's what we gonna do. Sitting here lying to ourselves, nah. We gonna lie to the world, nah. That ain't gonna do no good. And it's not gonna help us. Basically, we're gonna be doing everything for nothing. We're finna sit here and keep lying to ourselves. What kind of sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense at all. So just be honest with yourself. Are we gonna feel like doing stuff every day that we doing? No. But we have to remember, you said you locked in. You said it's time for a change. You said you want to see some results. Keep going. Everything you're doing. And you're gonna see them. It's gonna take a while. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna take time. So you got to be patient. So it's really easy, practical ways to apply everything we just said. It really is. Just change your mindset. Be honest with your emotions. Change your daily routine. Set them boundaries and stand on them. And just be grateful. Because please believe, there's somebody out there, and we've said this already, going through worse than you. Believe it or not. Going through worse than you. Taking their last breath as we speak. Yeah, all that. So be grateful you still got life. You still got a pulse. You can still breathe. You can still get up and make your life right and change it. But if you don't want to, what the heck you expect anybody else to do? You don't know how to love yourself, even carry yourself like a man or a woman. What the hell you expect somebody else to do? People gonna treat you how you treat yourself. Is it right? No. But they see you sitting here weak and all feeble and you looking a hot mess, baby. That's how they gonna treat you. Now you walk in that room A1, even if you ain't got on no designer, you can still have on some nice clothes. You walk in looking A1, confident, head up, you love yourself. Watch how they treat you. Told you, people watch. They know what they doing. And especially you come to them and you ain't got nothing and they feel like you need their help, or they're gonna treat you. They're gonna treat you like straight garbage. Cause they're gonna feel like you need them. Or you ain't have none when you came to me. Yeah, you don't know why, though, you idiot. Do you have any idea why? Yeah, you ain't asked. You just assume because we ain't had nothing that you was the healing and the best thing that was gonna come into our life. If you are, my boy, we were screwed. Family, we were screwed. because we was not gonna make it. Just being honest. You know what we're saying? So yes, it's really easy. We just make it so hard because we think about the love we have for these other people that don't give a damn about us, being there for them, not letting them down, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, you letting yourself down, and you are ruining your whole existence, and you effing it up. So what about you? Your life don't matter. What you want don't matter. You're not as important as them. You need to be more important than them. Let them feel or do whatever they're gonna do. You can't control that. Cut them off. We keep saying that. Cut them off. We can't stand. We keep hearing people complain about the same people, and we get it. But you're not cutting these people off. You're not doing nothing to remove them from your life. If you ain't got nothing, start getting your money up. Start looking for stuff. You can change it. But we make it so hard and so complicated. But look at how these same people you want to be loyal to. Look at how they treat you. When we gonna learn? Especially my lady. When we gonna learn, ladies? People show you how they feel about you. They show you it's in their actions. That's why we tell people don't impress us with words. You're not gonna impress us with money. You're gonna impress us with your integrity, how you treat people. You know what I'm saying? You help them out when they need something. You give them advice, whatever. Your character, that's what speaks to us. You can look as handsome as hell. You can be one of the most richest men or person on this planet. But we see you treat people like they garbage. No, that means nothing to us. That's what we used to always tell people. Not that they have money anyway, but no, we're not with you for any of that. You don't have it anyway. But even if you did, that's not why we're here. That's just a bonus to us. We can go get our own money, work on our own credit, do everything we gotta do on our own. You know what we're saying? So we look at people's actions, how they talk and their integrity, how they treat people. You can look good all you want, but we not one of them. We always said that. We not one of them. So yeah, you can keep all that. We always share this lesson. Um, Everything we've been through, everything we done lost and endured and all that stuff, we just learned how to be stronger. We learned, we developed, we should say, thicker skin. We learned how to be smarter. We learned how to be tougher. We learned how to be a fighter. We practically learned how to be a soldier, how to be different, how to start moving different and loving ourselves, taking care of ourselves, putting ourselves first after allowing Honorable Elijah Muhammad, of course. Well, we mean before other people. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to figure their life out. They got to do what they're going to do. But we learn how to put ourselves first, how to take care of ourselves, how to just love ourselves, how to, feel beautiful again, how to feel like we're worthy again, like we meant here for something, that we're meant for something. And that comes from, first off, finding the truth. And second, that's going to come from within us. That can't come from anybody else. And we know people have it in their life. We know some people don't. But whether you got it, it's still on you. It don't even matter. It's still on you, not now on that other person. So no matter where you go or what you do, we encourage anybody, find the truth first off, get Islam, and remember it's all on you. We can't put it no more simple than that. It's on you. Both your beauty, your trials, your tribulations, your ups and downs, everything you've gone through is for a reason. It shapes your growth. It creates the best version of you. It pushes you in the right direction. Everything we've been through, we told our husband this. It pushed us right to Islam. It pushed us right to the truth. And that's why we said we do it all over again. Because imagine if we stayed and we were still around these people. We don't even know what we'd be doing right now. We slowly dying, deteriorating, just losing life. We would have no longevity of life. We would not be as strong and as smart and wise as we are now. We would not have no truth. So we just don't even picture that. When we go around these certain people, or even when we be working and we go to certain areas and neighborhoods, we just be shaking our head like, this is gonna be your life. You turn back. You quit, give up. This gonna be your life. And you already lived this. You wanna go back? Nope. We don't. We're good. Yeah, no shots, nobody in the hood or whatever. But yeah, we good. We good. We not doing that no more. Yeah, we gotta do better. And we know we can. So yeah. Um, for anybody that hear this, now what think about your biggest takeaway for everything you've gone through. You know what we're saying? What did you learn? What was the biggest thing for you that made you want to get up and change your life? Shoot, something that you thought was gonna break you, you know what I'm saying, but made you stronger. We know everybody has their own story and their own testimony, if you will. But you know, whatever it is, make sure you rise up for real. It's up to you. Carry whatever lessons you've learned, not the pain. Just take the lesson and put it into your daily life. You know what we're saying? So, like we said, it's up to you. It really is up to you. Things your people don't know, especially when you're in high school. That's when we really feel like your life is being shaped and formed. From like the moment you have breath, you get the breath of life. Your life is shaped and formed. You just don't know because you're so young, and everybody teaching you the wrong way. But yeah, from the second you get breath in your life, you get that, you start walking, and your life is being shaped and formed by other people or by you. We would prefer for it to be by us, but you know, we know that now. You know, the crazy lessons that you learn, you know, the your personal stories, of your go through difficulty, like we said, things that you thought was gonna break you but made you stronger. Just remember how beautiful and crazy these lessons can be, and they can build resilience. You know what we're saying? Take them lessons and apply it to your daily life. Just think about one strength you gain from a life lesson and how you using it. Just remember, your life it means something. You gotta be the one to change it though. Your life means something. You understand what we're saying? Um, and it's up to you. You got the right people around you. You good. Whether or not you do, remember it's your responsibility. Like we said, we're going to be 40 years old in 2 days. We have learned a lot, we have been through a lot, and we cannot say this enough. We have enough pain and enough heartache. We can do probably a few comedy specials. We can do a movie about our life. You know what we're saying? And we've gotten stronger and, you know, wiser and better, and we done changed and open our eyes to so damn much. Open our eyes to so much. And we better now. We good. We not going back. We've seen examples even recently of what our life could be like. But scratch that. What it's gonna be like if we don't stay on the path we on. And we don't know about anybody else, but yeah, that ain't sitting right with us. So that's why we say we don't know how to give up or quit or throw in the towel. Yeah, we not doing that. We meant for greatness. We meant to do way too much. We're meant to live the best life possible. Live the best life possible. Don't care what anybody got to say anymore, what they think they gonna do, none of that crap. We're meant to have it and we deserve it. We done been through too much, way too much, and we know y'all have too. So it's really up to us, y'all. We know what we gonna be doing. We doing it right now, and we keep going. Watch the end of this year. We gonna be proud of ourselves. So whatever we able to get out here and do on a daily basis, let's go. We're not even playing no more. So what y'all gonna do? You know what we doing. But remember, your life can be crazy, turned upside down, and all types of inside out, but you can still make it. You just got to believe in yourself and remember you worthy no matter what. So that's it. That's all. So what we're going to do, you guys, is we're gonna go ahead and take our last break, play some music, And when we come back, we're going to give you guys all our social media where you can check out all our shows, music, so on, so forth, etc., etc. So we will be back on Real Talk and Topics. All right, everybody, we are back on the Real Talking Real Talk. I'm about to say Queen Mini Radio Show. We are back on Real Talking Topics, you guys. So, like we said, we're gonna go ahead and give you guys all our social media. Where you can check out all our shows, music we currently have out, and then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. First and foremost, you can catch us on Real Talk and Real Topics live this Thursday and every Thursday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, you guys. Yes, we do discuss Islam. We discuss a little bit on all our shows, specifically this one. If this show is not for you, we kindly ask for no negative comments. We do our show for any brothers and sisters, and we welcome open hearts and minds to anyone that wants to hear the truth. So, if this show is not for you, like we said, we are not upset, not offended, but we ask keep all your negative comments to yourself. Thank you. Appreciate it. All that good stuff. And you can follow us on all our social media, subscribe to both of our YouTube channels, the Queen Mimi Radio Show, and of course, the Queen Mimi Podcast. You can follow us over on LinkedIn, Queen Mimi, Twitch, Queen Candy 85, TikTok, Queen Mimi, Clubhouse, Queen Mimi 77, and over on Red Note under Queen Mimi as well. And you can catch Real Talking Topics and all our shows on all podcast streaming platforms, as you can see on the screen. Anchor, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, just to name it. If you type in the Queen Mimi Podcast, you will see all our shows, all that good stuff. And of course, over on Twitch, our live schedule on there as well. All our shows are 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, you guys. Same time for all our shows. We're talking real topics every Thursday. Queen Mimi blog every Friday, and we're gonna do a special episode tomorrow in celebration of our 40th birthday. Then we're gonna come back on Sunday with the Queen Mimi podcast and do a recap of our birthday, all that good stuff. And of course, the Queen Mimi Radio Show every Tuesday. Like we said, all our shows 8:30 a.m. live. Y'all follow us, check us out, like, share, comment, all them good things, and we will thank you in advance. Please and thank you. All that good stuff. And like we said, you guys, we have Miss Candy for right now. Music available over on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. We have 4 songs that's available. You can download, like, share, comment, purchase. Thank you in advance once again. Um, Soul Survivor, I Am, National Anthem, and so you can find them on all those platforms. And you can also go over to our SoundCloud under Queen Mimi. We're gonna merge all this together and be specifically under Queen Mimi 2026. All our spoken word over on SoundCloud under Queen Mimi. Same thing, like, share, comment, take a listen. We greatly appreciate it, and we thank everybody in advance. So yeah, with all that being said, like we said, everybody, y'all see everything we doing now. Yeah, we know people gonna swear up and down. They open the door for us. They did blah blah blah. Fine, cool. But we put the work in. So you have to remember who you are, who you belong to, everything that you've gone through, you come out of, you survive. Nobody can take that away from you. Your path, where you meant to be, nobody can take that away from you. Only person that can do that is you. So no matter what you've gone through, what you've lost, who you lost, what you done endured, suffered, what people done said about you, what they done did to you, left you behind, turned their back, however you want to put it don't matter. What matters is you can control yourself. You got the power. It's on you. No matter what they do, they can't take your inner peace. They can't take your accomplishments. They can't take nothing away from you. And for us, they definitely can't take away the truth. They can combat it and argue with it and go back and forth, but you can't take it away. They can't take who you are. They can't control who you are. They don't even want to be who you are. They don't want to do what you're doing. So they're not even on the same level. They never will be. You want a whole different one. You want a whole different path. Start embracing that. Don't apologize for it and stop feeling bad. Accept it. Walk into it and embrace it. You'll be surprised what's gonna happen and what's gonna come of your life. Your life. All that good stuff. So yeah, like we said, we're gonna start running our mouths. We're gonna go ahead and close out, y'all. And we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, get ready to get our day started. And make some birthday money. Yeah, because we're gonna be doing something for our birthday. So we're gonna make some birthday money, all that good stuff. Enjoy our day. We hope you guys do the same. We are aware that it's September the 11th. I don't know if the kids out of school or if anybody's off work, but enjoy your day anyway. Relax, chill, don't work too hard if you have to, and be safe out there. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow on the Queen Mimi blog show. So for those that plan to come back and join us, and we thank everybody once again, we will be doing a special little birthday show tomorrow on the Queen Mimi blog, and we're gonna do it again on our Sunday Positivity Talk. So yeah, basically this weekend, today up until Sunday, which we do it every day anyway. So we're just gonna be doing reflecting, being grateful, and just sharing things with you guys about our life and what we've been through and how we got here and what the future plans is gonna be. So that's gonna be Sunday's show. Yeah, all that good stuff. So make sure y'all lock in, follow us, so y'all don't miss an episode or a live stream. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one.